Well, it's just me live. Where the hell is Charlie?
Surprise!
I'm like, is it just me? Where
Welcome
did he go?
to
I
another
hijacked the show.
to an episode of the Inner Circle podcast. We are back. We are back. We are back.
We are back.
Hold on. We never left you guys. We've just been hopping around, hopscotching all over the country.
Been
Um,
around the world, ay, ay, ay.
but I need a break. I feel like I'm getting like a congestion, like sick, and I don't want to claim it. Some people at work was like, "Are you?"
Mm,
And I'm like, "Oh, nope, nope. We're not claiming that. We're not claiming that. I don't want it. Not even for the days off. I don't want it."
I don't
But
feel sick. I feel like run down.
yes, I think it's that too. Like maybe the rundown because I don't feel nothing in my throat. It's just congestion.
Hmm.
So I've been taking stuff because I ain't trying to get sick. No way, no how. Um, But how you been since we've came back? For the people who don't know, I mean, we've been just like we said, we've been hopping around. It feels like just yesterday we was away for your birthday, then we was again away for my birthday last week. We went to Disney World, um, and
Yeah.
yeah, Disney wears you down too.
Disney, I had a total of 54,000 steps. Not, I don't even count my steps, nor do I care about that shit. But yeah,
you you would have won that challenge,
I
honey.
would have won the damn work challenge
It didn't
if
start
it would
yesterday.
have, yeah, if it would have started like on your birthday, actually. But I'm good. I just feel, like I said, like run down. I don't, luckily, thank God, knock on wood, I don't feel like I'm getting sick, but I do feel like I haven't been sleeping. And I know I haven't been sleeping long enough when I feel like my right eye has been twitching. When I yawn, my eye will twitch like nonstop. And I hate that shit. I feel like I
Yeah,
was literally walking, but I was walking home from work today and I could feel like it twitching. It was like driving me nuts. But I have to travel again. Well, you have to travel too.
well, yeah, we'll talk in
Well,
a little bit.
I have to travel for work.
I'll definitely be traveling for sure this month again.
Yeah.
Surprise. But I don't know, I don't think we'll talk after. I don't think it's gonna be as quick as I thought. But
Yeah.
uh but yeah, yo, so much has gone on since we did our episode last week. And for the people who don't know, last week's episode was pre-taped. So a lot came
It was
out
so
like
long ago.
literally after like we taped the show. First and foremost, rest in peace to Michelle Trachberg. We know Michelle Trachberg for her roles in Harriet the Spy, Buffy the Vampire Slayer for us Buffy
Gossip Girl.
fanatics right here, Gossip Girl as the legendary Georgina Sparks. Um,
Yeah.
and and she's done movies as well and stuff. It was such a surprise because she was only 39 years old. Such a surprise. Such a
Mhm.
surprise.
I read today that her mom found her lifeless in her bed.
Yes, yes. And what we know is because a lot of people then automatically go to drugs and stuff. What we know is, she had a liver transplant in the last few months, and so it was like medically. We're assuming it's from that. I know a lot of people was last year was she was defending what people were coming at her for, like her gaunt look and such, but with the information that's come out after her death, certain things do make sense.
Yeah.
So rest in peace to her. But while we was away
Yeah.
down at Disney, another shocker, rest in peace to Angie
Angie
Stone.
Smith. I mean Angie Stone.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
I was sad because I really like Angie Stone. Crazy. I was literally listening to Angie Stone as I was taking off to go to Orlando.
Wow, no way.
Yeah, I was listening. There's a song that I really like. It's called Feel the Same from Groove Armada. And they're a DJ group that does house music. And she sang the song. So Yo, that's crazy. And one of my favorite songs from her is Wish I Didn't Miss You Anymore.
Same, yeah, that's my favorite
I
song.
love that song. There's so many different variations of that song, like different mixes.
Yeah.
Mm, so
Rest in
sad.
peace to her. And I actually did a deep dive where I was surprised. Angie Stone was part of the first female rap group.
Yeah.
And they actually did sell, like they went out to Abdul Gold. She has written for many people. She was responsible for the likes of D'Angelo, and she actually dated D'Angelo. I did not know that.
Yeah, it was a whole thing because they were, when they were saying like, um, she, what is that expression where like he was younger than her, like she
Yeah,
groomed
that's
him. They were saying that she groomed him, but
no.
in
She thought
fact,
he was older.
yeah, well, also he pursued her.
Yes, and he did pursue her as well.
They
Yes,
used to work together as songwriters.
yeah, he pursued her, and she thought he was older because of his old soul. And I get that. That is so true because there are people, and people have told me that actually as I was growing up, and some people that like that, there was like there's something about you. And even as a kid, I've heard that from my mom's friends. It was like he has like an old soul.
Yeah.
So I get that and I believe that. I believe what she said of I thought he was older because the way he carried himself, he had an old soul. But it's crazy. And then comes the conspiracy theories because I don't know if you know this.
Mm.
Angie Stone was basically getting ready to go on in a legal battle, and it's been something that's been going on that she's spoken about very vocally against UMG because let's just say the woman is owned coins
Yeah.
for publishing rights and so many things. And like she explains, lawyers, she explained lawyers back then that's supposed to have your back and management basically messed her up from big publishing rights. People like Bruno Mars, for what Locked Out of Heaven, I believe it was Locked Out of Heaven, have sampled her songs. Who else? There was another huge song that they named while I was watching this that also sampled. These songs have made so much money and will continue to make money, but
Mhm.
because of her deal, she got screwed and she was going to go after UMG. And she's even said in interviews that she felt spiritually attacked. I guess she had like some blood, something with her blood or whatever, but she healed from that. It was very telling this. And again, there's always the conspiracy theories and these things that get put together. But when you also find out that out of everyone in the sprint event that she was in when she died, in a car accident, she was the only one as well that died.
Yeah, she was the only casualty. I don't know. I find that to be crazy. I don't even want to dwell on the logistics of her dying. I just, I'm just really sad for her and her kids.
Yeah, she has two grown kids. She also did. I didn't know. She did. She went on to do reality TV show, but she quit. She did a season of R&B Divas.
She did.
She did, but she quit, and also because the gag is, the husband was having an affair with the producer of the show. So yeah,
Ah,
craziness.
poor
Yes,
Angie Stone. Well, rest in power, rest in
power
peace.
queen because she was talented,
She
talented,
was.
talented, and she. I was surprised to find out as much as she did and was behind the scenes. She basically Mariah Carey. She also had to do with Mariah Carey's career getting signed. So I found out a lot about Angie Stone. Rest in peace for sure. Gene Hackman as well. I don't know if you kept up with it and if there's any developments on that.
With
Gene
Gene Hackman and
Hackman.
his wife. The last thing that I read while we were on vacation was they didn't die of carbon monoxide poisoning. So there's other autopsies being done.
Okay. I gotta see. I see like some video there, but I wasn't gonna click. I was getting ready. But have you seen the last part of the Real Housewives of Potomac finale, the part 3 reunion?
Yeah, I saw that shit. That shit. Bring Eddie out. Bring Eddie out. That shit was hilarious. But to
What's
be
your thoughts over
honest,
the whole season and it culminating and the
that the
reunion?
season did not the season was okay. It wasn't like, oh my god, great. I wish that Karen gave more. All the shit that came out in the reunion about Karen's like trial and like the behind the scenes of it all, was crazy. Now that she's been sentenced and she's already like in prison right now, it's even crazier. I cannot believe. This is why when it comes to people talking about, oh, this person's a criminal, you can't judge a book by its cover. I had no idea Karen Hugo got 4 DUIs in the past. Well, this would have been her fourth. This
Yeah.
is her fourth. Um, but as far as the reunion, I think the last bit, shout out to TJ. He kind of saved and made it a little bit spicy and like left it in like a way where if Stacy gets,
A fluke.
recasted again, she comes back for the next season, they can they can start pick it up where they left it off.
Mm.
But I believe it. I think she did pay him, or she did tell him like, "Oh, whatever money I make from this, I'll get you some too, so you can get some camera time." Even the way she talks, like fake Maya Angelou, it's getting bullshit. She was so frustrating. Did you see her in Watch What Happens Live?
No.
Oh, you need to watch because she skirted around every question that Andy Cohen gave her. I don't want her to come back. I don't.
Honestly, I feel like certain people, and now with Karen, because breaking news, it happened what, Thursday or Wednesday after we taped. Karen Huger was found guilty for, as we was just talking about, her DUI cases, and where she was sentenced for 2 years in jail. One was suspended, so basically she has 1 year to serve in jail. She was taken automatically into custody, where allegedly she yelled to Ray, God's got you, something along those lines. And I'm not playing this for real, allegedly. Uh,
Damn.
but yeah, a whole year. So that means, Potomac usually starts filming in, what are we, April? We're March.
We're
Usually
in March.
April, late April, they start filming. Cameras pick up for them. So word on the street is, hi Giselle, that they're going to continue without Karen.
Yeah.
So I think they could go on without Karen. With that being said, I do, because of that, and let me say it here. Because of that reason, Ashley Darby, you better thank the heavens, and Stacy, another one, and Mia,
Yeah,
you
she
better
gone.
pray to Allah, you better pray to God, you better pray to Buddha, because for that reason only, I feel those girls will come back because Karen's now gone. But
I have an inkling that they're gonna ask Candace Dillard Bassett to come back.
I seen the video of her partying with Jassy, Mia, and Jacqueline. Um,
Not Jacqueline partying and she's pregnant.
I mean, mamas could have some fun as long as I hope she ain't drinking or smoking. But
I found out some tea today from listening to Radio Andy. So he has a segment where you can phone a housewife. And like if you call in, you can ask a housewife a question. So he called Giselle and he asked her, has she been in communication with Karen? And she said no, she has not, but she's been in communication with Ray, and that basically Ray is keeping very tight, like the group of people that are allowed to speak to Karen or reach out or have a rapport with Karen, he's keeping it very, very small. And Giselle's not on that list. But all the housewives, they're kind of worried for Ray, being how old he is and stuff. So they're all gonna take turns every week or whatever to like bring him food. And he said, "Thank you, but I'm like overwhelmed with food. Thank you so much." So I mean, that's nice that they're doing that. But yeah, I don't even know what prison she's in. Is she in a prison in DC
I don't know. Yeah, they
or
didn't
Virginia?
report the prison. That's crazy though. To be, how old is she? 61, 62. I mean, it happens. It happens. It happens. People go to jail at all ages. It happens. It happens. But still,
I
like,
think, and the fact that they talked about in the reunion that they gave her options like 6 months house arrest, and she was like, "No, because I'm gonna be vindicated, bitch. I would have stayed in that mansion. I love my house. I would have stayed in my house.
and she still would have been getting paid because I'm sure Bravo
Would have,
would have filmed around that.
yeah.
Who would have filmed around that? Her being home. I think they still would have brought her back even if she was under house arrest. That's arrogance. And sometimes ego, I heard a quote, sometimes ego damn, that quote, I heard it and it stood out because they were talking about her. Sometimes ego, something, whatever, where I was like, oof, that hit, that hit.
It
And
fucks you over.
yes, but we'll see. I feel like she will get out. She's not gonna serve a whole full year. I think she'll do like 8 months.
I hope so. I hope she gets a few months and then they tell her like house arrest.
But good luck to
It's
her
so
because
humiliating.
that's crazy. That's crazy. Karen Huger in jail. Oof. But moving on, we have never covered the Brit Awards here, but we do love our British acts. So I'm like, why not talk about the recent Brit Awards that took place this past weekend? Of course, across the pond. There's some highlights, nothing deep because I didn't watch the whole show. I watched like highlights of the show and awards and read some things and stuff. It was hosted by comedian Jack Whitehill, who I guess apparently has hosted in previous years as well, but he was back this year, and his monologue was great. Like his monologue, it was funny. Like I like British comedians.
Like British humor.
They really go there, and they're
Yeah.
shitty. They really go there. Maybe that's why I like the likes of the Lisa Vanderpumps and stuff because like
Mm.
witty. But we had some of our own people win from the States. Sabrina Carpenter was there. She won Global Success. Charlie XCX was the big winner, your girl, with her Brat Summer. Jack Whitehill, I made a comment about that of like, I'm not going to quote it because it's not going to sound as funny or whatever, but about it's that's very British of her to try to use an American term like Brat Summer, something that the British didn't really know because that was
Yeah.
her thing. But
That's
she
funny.
won big. She won Song of the Year, which was presented by Lenny Kravitz. Lenny Kravitz was out there.
Okay.
She won a lot. I think she won 5 awards overall that night. Another one who won, my girl Jade. She dropped the third wall, like she dropped Simon Cowell's record label, and she performed and won, which I'm so happy for her. But with that being said, you could tell who's the chosen little mix out of all of them. You could tell, out of every girl group, there's that one bitch who rises to the top, and is the Beyonce, and
Mm.
clearly is her. I mean, to win a Brit Award that quick, and she just like dropped her stuff last year.
Yeah.
She won for Best Pop Act. So, and she performed, which was kind of cute. The performance was cute. They also did a Liam Payne memoriam, which I'm not gonna lie, got a little teary eyed. Just the memoriam itself, and
I
then just
saw a piece of that. I saw like a clip of it. The song is the sad part of it.
yeah,
Little
yeah,
things, I think. Yeah.
yeah. And then the song, the reference like he did to his son Bear, and then watch certain things, you connect your own things going on too. So yeah, I got a little sad there, but and then Chaperone won International Song of the Year. So there were some U.S. acts that were doing their things at the Brit this year. Was you able to watch any highlights or any thoughts, or did you see any
I
performances?
saw highlights and I saw the Jade performance, but I was too busy watching the Oscars, being a true American. I was I was watching the Oscars, and I mean, I get why the Oscars don't get a lot of viewers this year or anymore, because like it got type boring after a while. I was more so interested in what people were wearing and who was gonna win the movie of the year. And the film of the year was Honora. Remember when we were talking about like recapping the year, and I said Honora is gonna be a hit, and I haven't even seen it, but I already knew. Yeah, they won.
And I never still heard from that movie or seen a clip or could mention
It
any.
really is everywhere, but I haven't seen it. I need to go. I need to watch it.
But yeah, I have a thing. I did see some highlights and some things for what is it? Like basically the fashion of the red carpet, but I didn't watch it. Um, I never watched the Oscars, to be honest. I never have. Never gotten into it. Just the
Yeah.
fashion of it all. But with that being said, fashion of it all. Let's play a quick game. Brit edition. This is our first time ever doing a Brit red carpet edition of Keep It or Shred It. Let's go. First up, we have Sabrina Carpenter.
I say keep it. I like her dress. It's very cutesy. And it fits her frame because she's really tiny and petite.
I like the pink. Yeah, I like how it fits her, the corset look, but like then the dress. I really do think it's cute and it fit her. I think she's a pretty girl. I just don't. She's not the greatest singer. Like I was listening to her album again, and she's like a whisperer.
Yeah.
She
It's
was.
the same thing about Billie Eilish too.
You see, I haven't really listened to Billy. Well, I have, but next.
Who's that? Millie Bobby Brown.
Millie Bob Brown, yes. Which
So I saw she came out with a video the next day and she was saying how she doesn't like that she's being bullied for how she dresses. Like she was a child star and people need to like get over the fact that she's not a child anymore. She's 21. But I say if it
listen,
didn't have sleeves, I would say keep it.
you're right. Yes. Oh my God. Now that you mentioned that, you're right. Take off the sleeves and it would have been cute. Or maybe, yeah, take off the sleeves or maybe shorten it up too. You know, I'm always up for a little more leg and a little more thigh. But funny enough, she's a Pisces, so I get it. Even though she's 21, I know Pisces, period, but girls too. They like feeling that, oh, she's not, she was a kid star. She's gonna dress the way she dresses. But real quick, also, she's getting a lot of flack because of the blonde hair. But I did some more digging into that, and word on the street, allegedly, she really wants this Britney Spears role for the for Britney Spears movie, the biopic of The Woman in Me.
The
She
biopic.
really wants to play her. She said it in interviews and stuff that's like her dream role. And
So wait, they're really making a like a movie based on
yes,
Britney's book.
yes, it's really
When
happening.
Britney
The
needs
director
like
already.
a couple more volumes to add.
Well, no, there's a director already, but Britney Spears is heavily, believe it or not, is very heavily involved and supposedly said, no, she doesn't see her. But a shredder for you?
Yeah, shred it.
You know what? It's a shredder for me too, because the sleeves, it just looks very medieval. It gives me like medieval, like she's wearing a medieval like dress. Although it's not that, but that's what
It's but the top is giving that Pepsi commercial where they were the Britney Spears was like one of those, what was it with Pink?
yeah, with Pink and Beyonce.
Yeah.
We will rock you. But next, Stormy.
I like Stormzy. That's my boy. Keep it. I like the cream and the neutral look.
Yeah, it's very casual.
The
Is it?
Brits is casual. It's not Grammys.
No, the Brit is the Brits over there.
It's considered their Grammys.
Yeah.
To
So
me, I consider that shit to be like the MTV Video Music Awards.
it's their version of the Grammys. So for me, it's like a little too casual for the Brits, but I do like it. It's something I would definitely wear. So I'll keep it, I guess. Next up, we have Jade herself.
She's giving Alice in Wonderland. I like
Looks very,
it. It
very
goes with Angel of My Dreams, but it's a lot. It's a lot going on. And you know why I'm gonna say shred it? Because Charlie XCX did it first. If you go and look at Charlie XCX's Grammy dress, literally Ping Pong looks just like this, only with like a slit and sexier, and it's gray, not like baby blue. So I'm gonna say shred it because it looks too close.
it's dramatic. It's dramatic. And it looks like a wedding dress to me. I get that she's going for the whole, again, Angel of My Dreams concept vibe. Like she tried to carry that whole storyline throughout even her performance and everything.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's a shredder for me too. Yeah, it's not a wow. I like her, but I'm not gonna keep it just because.
I feel like she's worn this before anyway.
Next up, we have Charlie XCX. Big winner.
This girl loves to show, like, she loves to show her little peonies. I want to say, I'm gonna say keep it. It's different. It's giving like uh new modern Madonna style.
Yeah, I like the see through. Like I
Yeah,
love the Britney Spears lace thing with the little underwear showing as well. So I like the see through. Obviously, this is not the same because it's more of a pants, like a
yeah.
what do
The
we?
corset thing. It
But
looks
I like it. I do like it. It's not bad. And again, it's I guess it's what her aesthetic. Like
yeah,
that's
it's she lives for subtle drama. It's either like very casual, like hanging out the bar, or this done
yeah,
up.
and that's the right word for it. Subtle drama. It's not dramatic like
Yeah.
the Jade's
Joan
like
Rivers must be so proud.
or even Millie Bob Brown too. That's like dramatic, like too much.
Mm.
This is a keep it. Next up, we have another keep it or shred it in a while with girl groups, and this is why because the reason why is because we need more girl groups in the world nowadays that are showing up together in a given fashion. But there are girl groups from United States, but they were overseas. Flow,
Wait, Flo is British.
they're British.
Yeah, girl, they're British.
I thought
Missy Elliott collaborated with them. Glorilla has collaborated with them, but they are British. If you hear them sing or talk, they're very British. Yeah. I love Flo, and I like the red because it goes with their album, their latest album.
it gave me when I seen it. It was like I definitely have
3LW.
to put this up because it gave me like TLC. Like what something TLC would do back in the day. It gave
Yeah.
me even Destiny's Child, but my mind went first to TLC, and I like it. I like it.
I
I
don't know
miss
why I thought of 3LW. That's like an insult because they actually have like bangers and they can sing.
oh
But
3LW. Flow.
Flow, Flow.
Okay. Comparing them to 3LW.
Yeah, yeah.
No, yeah, they. I love it. I miss girl groups back in the days when they would like be cohesive and different. Obviously, they all look individual, but still like cohesive, like color scheme or
Mhm.
style wise. So I miss that. So it was good to see this, and it's definitely a keep it for me. Last but not least, your husband, Lenny Kravitz.
I need to go to the Bahamas just to see his compound. This style is he's always given this type of style. It's always very neo bohemian. His locks are always on point. His pants, he's over 50. Okay, he's over 50. He can't do no wrong. He smells like Sauvage.
Yeah,
Yeah. Keep it.
I know. I know what Savage smells like. I'll wear it.
I know what Sauvage smells like.
But yes,
Sorry.
I like the top. I don't like the necklace. The pants I definitely like too. Again, it's his like you said, it's very him. He's
It's his
keeping
brand.
to his brand, his aesthetic. I do like the top. That's definitely something I will wear as well. And definitely I love a tight jean as well. So I would definitely wear I would wear everything but the necklace. Maybe I wouldn't be able to pull off the necklace even possibly, but I think he could go without that necklace and he could have worn a different type of jewelry, more rock. I don't know. It's just not giving. But besides the necklace, I like the outfit. So keep the outfit, throw away the necklace. But that was our Brit edition with a lot of Americans. And well, I just
A
found out
few.
Flo is British. Look, we find out new thing. We learn every day. But with some of our Americans in there, that was Keep It or Shred It, the Brit edition. That was fun. That was fun covering the Brits. But back to the United States because we are proud Americans. So, were you able to did you care to watch the State of the Union last night?
I was exhausted yesterday. I saw some clips and then I was like, you know what? This is gonna mess up my, better waves and like I need to sleep. So I'll deal with this another day. But I did see the speeches that Canada, like the Prime Minister of Canada and like some of the Canadian
Oh, trust me.
officials gave. Yeah.
Most importantly, I asked you if you seen it just to think I didn't watch it, but the tariffs is something that it's sticking out to me, and that, well, among some other things, like him attacking the DOE, who knows? Anyways, but tariffs and
Yeah,
such, and how this could affect us. Listen, we're like I keep telling everyone, I'm just gonna keep my faith strong throughout these next 4 years, and I'm a blessed person, and God will get me through these years. But in many ways, this like there's gonna be struggle in this country. I'm not gonna say we. This country's fucked.
it is.
This
All
country's
I
fucked.
keep thinking is that in the next 4 years, I'm gonna turn 40. And I want my 40th to be a fucking club banger. Like I'm a party like I did on my 21st. Anyway, Chris, if he's in the comments, he knows how I partied on my 21st. But y'all wanted him. Y'all got him. We're just gonna have to troop it out for the next couple of years. Now, as far as the tariffs go, save your coins because everything is gonna go like
Uh, we already think things are up, up, up. Like we're gonna go
it's
up
gonna
and
be up
up.
and stuck.
We're gonna be yeah. We're gonna go up. We're gonna be up and stuck like Cardi B, and we're not gonna be able to go any more up than the Saturdays did because things are gonna be fucked. Canada, for example, for those of you who don't know, him doing the whole tariff on Canada, this is how it's going to affect the U.S. when it comes to Canada. What the things we get from Canada, first of all, agricultural products, grains such as wheat, barley, and oats, along with meat products like beef, pork, and poultry, dairy products, cheese, milk, and butter. The U.S. also imports fruits and vegetables, particularly out of season produce, vehicles and auto parts, cars, trucks, engines, transmissions, tires, and other components. This is from Canada. From Mexico, in 2024, U.S. goods imports from Mexico totaled 505.9 billion, marking a 6.4 increase from previous years. So what we get for agricultural products, including fresh vegetables, beers, distilled spirits, avocados, electrical machinery and equipment. Additionally, the U.S. imports significant amounts of mineral fuels and oils from China. China is the U.S. largest trade partner, serving as a major supplier of electronics, machinery, textiles, and consumer goods. Consumer electronics are among the most heavily imported goods from China, with items such as cell phones, laptops, TVs, video games, consoles, home appliances, and footwear. We know this because we see so much made in China, people. I've seen it since I was a little kid. Toys and sporting goods are other sectors heavily dependent on China. So
Oh
yeah.
yeah, oh yeah, love y'all tequila, right? Right?
And for the
Yeah.
people that love y'all Nike too, whew, four
Bueno.
more years, 4 more years. I was trying to do the 18 years, 18 years.
We know. Yeah. I
Child, how do you feel about it? How do you like? Because I know how I mentally prepare for it. Like I said, I'm not saying we, because I'm not
mhm.
putting that on me. This country, I'm gonna stay my eyes on God and focus on shit I gotta do. That's how I'm mentally doing it for me of how I'm gonna get by. Like, do you
Yeah.
have any mantras or anything in you like that? You with the bullshit going on, just
Devotions.
reality TV
With
shows.
me, I feel that as I've gotten older, it is very hard for you to block the noise and act like, oh, this is the matrix and like let shit slide by. You're a grown ass person in your 30s, mid to late 30s, and you don't have an opinion or even want to acknowledge what's going on, then you're part of the problem. I think with me, you have to. I am a very rational person. At least I try to be when it comes to issues like this, especially like when it's like worldly issues and it affects not only me, but people around me and the younger generation. Just because I don't have children right now doesn't mean that I don't have to think about your nephews or think about my friends' kids. I just, I hope to God that these 4 years go by ASAP, no Rocky, and you have to stay not open, but like kind of have context with what you decide, where do you decide to lean on, or what you decide to read. Like, be worldly in that sense, because some of the things that are being thrown, like comments and phrases and shit that's coming out of the president or his little gang of people, his little cronies right now, not all the things that they're saying have basis. And you know, a lot of people, I'm telling you right now, the stock for Xanax and all these anxiety medications are gonna go through the roof, because I don't know whose anxiety is not fucked at this point.
The people that stay prayed up, and God in the
The people
forefront.
that stay prayed up, right? But also, like, I don't know, the way that he's eliminating shit, God knows. Tomorrow he's gonna be like, remove whatever. Like,
Trust
it's
me, I think about. Trust me, this thoughts that like been, especially as things go on. I'm like, but whew, we shall see. We shall
stay
see.
your
We
ass
shall
home. How
overcome.
about that? Stay home.
We shall overcome. Yeah, that too. There's no place like home.
Stay
And with
home. It's expensive outside. It's ghetto and expensive outside.
yeah. And with that being said, we will leave y'all be at your homes or wherever y'all listening to us, catching up on this episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate you guys. Remember to follow, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. It's all free, even a like. And follow us on our Instagram where we post daily stuff. You can find my nuggets, our Where in the World series, because we be out in those streets. Not the US. No. Well, yeah, I guess US streets, because we still travel throughout the US, but we love our country nonetheless. And we will see you guys next week, because we love you guys too. Adios.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to follow, like, share, subscribe, everything the Inner Circle podcast, and catch us every Wednesday live at 8 p.m. on YouTube and Facebook.